The major opposition parties DMK and Congress have strongly objected to the privatization move of power transmission and distribution in Puducherry, which is hitherto done by the Puducherry Electricity Department, and have pledged their support to the striking employees even as the government moves for a conciliatory meeting with the PED staff through the Labour Department. The DMK has demanded that Puducherry Chief Minister N. Rangasamy come out with the government's stance on privatization of power transmission and distribution by declaring it publicly instead of maintaining silence. Leader of opposition R. Siva in a statement said that power is in the concurrent list and no action can be taken by the central government to privatize without the concurrence of the state government. The ruling government should realize that the privatization of the power sector is related to the self-esteem and dignity of Puducherry, he said. What are the benefits to the people of Puducherry and the state government due to the privatization of the power sector? What are the disadvantages? A white paper should be released on this, he demanded. The Puducherry government should not think that all the steps to privatize the power sector can be achieved quietly, as the activities of the government are being watched closely, said Siva. Hence, the Chief Minister should openly declare that the power sector will not be privatized, or else an earthquake will erupt among the people if he thinks privatization can be achieved by remaining silent, claimed Siva. He added that the DMK will support employees and stop the privatization of the power sector. At the same time, Puducherry Lok Sabha member V. Vaithalingam expressed a strong objection to the privatization of power. The PED has several crores worth of assets of power sector, but the government has estimated the assets at just Rs 500 crore, he said in a statement. The poor, the traders and the farmers will be severely affected by the power sector privatization, and it should remain in the government sector, he said. He urged the government to act as a government that can serve the people. Meanwhile, the trade unions of political parties that include the left parties, VCK and Congress, have constituted an electricity department anti-privatization joint action committee and organized a demonstration at Anna Salai on Saturday against the move. They have pledged their full support to employees of the PED. After the Electricity Engineers and Employees Privatization Protest Committee of PED announced a strike from February 1 against the move of the government to privatize power transmission and distribution, the government has now moved for a conciliation meeting through the Labour Department. The Labour officer D. Venkatesan on January 25 sent a notice of enquiry or conciliation to the Privatisation Protest Committee for participating in the conciliation proceedings under the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 at his office on January 31 so as to bring about the amicable settlement of the dispute following the announcement of the strike. The officer has requested the PPC to attend with all relevant records and evidence, oral and documentary. Please note that if you fail to attend the proceedings without a reasonable cause being shown to me in advance of the aforesaid date, the dispute will be disposed on merits. Both parties are advised to file its detailed representation or counter respectively at the time of conciliation, stated the notice. The PED has been declared a public utility service under Section 2 of Industrial Disputes Act 1947 by the Lieutenant Governor on January 6 for a period of 6 months from January 19 to July 18. The Secretary Power has warned the employees of stern action if they resorted to a strike.